So we're looking at the guest bathroom, and initially we had the shower floor pan set in. We had a bed and mortar that we actually leveled off of. But what we didn't do correctly, we didn't account for the hole here to the right size. And actually our drain plug, or our shower drain, and the 2-inch pipe that goes into it couldn't get through the concrete because we didn't make a large enough hole for it when we laid this down. That means, well, initially I was going to just break apart a section of this to get the right hole size, but breaking the concrete also meant it would be cracking this corner. And I started to see cracks in the concrete here and here. And that pretty much ruins its structural integrity, which means that it's no longer doing its job as a mortar bed for the floor pan. So that's kind of a waste, right? What that means is we have to remove this entire set of concrete and do something else, redo it. But since I just had some experience working on some self-leveling concrete, I figured might as well do some self-leveling concrete here and then just set the floor pan on a level surface as opposed to doing a mortar mix like last time. So I'm gonna rip this all out. I'm going to create a little border here and then pour in my self-leveling concrete and see how that works. All right? I was actually doing some research, and some people have been using the window and door sealing foam to create the barrier. I was using scrap wood and nailing it down. This actually seems like a lot of an easier solution to deal with, so I'll go with that. I just mixed the self-leveling cement a little bit more to make sure that it's still good. So we're gonna pour and see how this foam stuff holds up. Oh. That did not hold up well at all. Fix that area so I can just cement back there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find some pieces of wood to re-establish that wall. Do it the other way. Okay. We'll give it a little bit more for it to work with here. Okay. I think that's all we need to do. So I'm going to let this settle. And then tomorrow when I come back in the morning, I'll cut away most of this foam here, and I'll be able to set that pan down, and I think we'll be golden. Okay, we're looking at the guest bathroom with the corner shower. Now the corner shower has been installed. Everything is sturdy, it's good to go. The last bit that we need to finish now are fixing up the drywall here and painting this to match the rest of our surfaces now that it's installed. Getting our faucet or the shower head taken care of. Caulking all the corner or the edges of this 3-piece tub. And then I'm going to put a trim here where the tub meets the wall. I'm just gonna use the quarter round and build a little frame going around it and then use caulk to apply it, and then as well as some finishing nails. And that, I think that'll just make it look a lot nicer, and it'll be a better transition and a little bit of a better moisture barrier or moisture resistance. I don't know what you call it. This awkward space here is the 24-inch vanity. Obviously, being a guest bathroom, it's not as well appointed, right? There's just not enough space. And so what I plan to do is to break this section down here and do a 16-inch built-in vanity into the wall here. So you at least get some mirror space. And then I'm gonna try and find a small mirror to put here. And then we gotta fix up weird things like this. Whoever put this on, it's very crooked, which is annoying. So this has to be moved over and reapplied. The plumbing, we need to finish up with the P-trap. And then the toilet goes in. We broke this tile during the course of construction, so it needs to be grouted, just how you see everything else has been grouted. And then obviously little trim pieces there. Probably gonna put a line of caulk all along the exterior of this as well for waterproofing. There's a lot of caulk needed on this thing. And then I need to enlarge this hole, get the bracket on the back of here, all of that. We also need a transition piece that goes from the tile to the wood. I think it's a 1/4-inch drop. So that needs to be taken care of for a seamless transition, and then we'll be good. Here is my first attempt at caulking, and it is not very good. Look at that. I used painter's tape, and I had some recommendation to use painter's tape and a spoon to create the boundaries for the caulk. And as you can see, this section right up here is beautiful. And then I accidentally touched this part with my arm or something and had to redo it, and that now looks terrible. And then for whatever reason, when I ran my spoon down this section, it started to fray on the tape, so that doesn't look very good. And then, yeah, you get the idea. It's a finesse job, and I don't have that much finesse apparently with caulking. I did caulk the exterior. I used a clear silicone where it transitioned from an acrylic to the chrome or this metal. So I did that all around. I did that all around here as well. This is going to get painted, and then we're gonna caulk this side just to make it look pretty. And I have some trim on top that needs to be done as well, along with that corner that's all messed up. I did silicone around this thing and the top there, and that's gonna hold the trim piece in on the top. So that essentially is the majority of what we're in the bathroom. Now we can put in our toilet, well, at least clean all this stuff out and then maybe put the toilet in. What you'll notice is we installed a high efficiency short toilet in this bathroom, and that's just so we have less space to work with. And I had to cut the flange here going to the cold water line because we barely had enough space to fit this in. We didn't really measure how much space we would need before we bought this toilet, and we had already set this in place assuming a larger toilet. But this one has a base that extends all the way over and doesn't lift up in the back like a traditional toilet would. So just something we have to keep in mind for future installs. Now I'm just cleaning up the area around here. I'm going to silicone seal it with this white DAP kitchen bath adhesive. And that is to go around the edge and make a nice seal to make it look good. And I'm using these caulk tools to do it. So we'll do that, and then this bathroom should be done.